Hello everyone. Welcome to this video reflecting on George Marsden's 1998 book, The Outrageous Idea of Christian Scholarship. Marsden opens this book with these words: "Contemporary university culture is hollow at its core. Not only does it lack a spiritual center, but it is also without any real alternative." According to Marsden, modern universities have rejected faith and religion, suppressing the idea that faith has any place in an academic setting. The connection between faith and learning has been closed. To counter this mindset, Marsden puts forth this thesis that mainstream American higher education should be more open to explicit discussion of the relationship between faith and learning. Marsden wants the connection between faith and learning to be reopened. He argues that faith-informed scholarship can participate in the highest levels of academic scholarship on an equal basis with secular viewpoints. This begins with a recognition that a scholar's spiritual or secular viewpoint will influence their scholarship by first providing them with presuppositions, but then also second by shaping the questions they ask and the conclusions that they consider. Next, everyone, both spiritual and secular perspectives, must base their conclusions on grounds which are publicly accessible. Scholars need to use evidence that everyone can judge and accept. This involves not relying entirely on revelation or the supernatural for spiritual scholars when they're basing their conclusions. Everyone, both spiritual and secular, must play by the same rules. Finally, scholars from spiritual and secular backgrounds should be open and respectful towards those with differing views. This involves an application of the golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So listen and weigh opposing viewpoints. Actually look at their evidence. You don't have to agree with these viewpoints, but you also don't have to be hostile to them. Throughout the outrageous idea of Christian scholarship, George Marsden is arguing for more academic openness in American higher education. He's not arguing for the reinstatement of Christianity as an exclusive or dominant intellectual and ideological viewpoint in American schools. He is instead arguing for the acceptance of Christianity and other faith-informed viewpoints on an equal basis with secular perspectives. Alan Bloom's The Closing of the American Mind, published in 1987, makes some similar points. Bloom argues that American higher education has embraced relativism to the point where openness to any idea has made the academic community closed to any claims of truth. This openness has left American education without a foundation of truth. We have no logical basis by which to understand our world. Secular education has been closed off. It does not accept world views which make claims to objective universal truths. This includes the faith-informed scholarship that Marsden mentioned. Bloom advocates reopening American higher education to universal truths. This issue is nothing new. William Buckley Jr.'s 1951 work, God and Man at Yale, made the claim that Yale, representative of American colleges as a whole, had lost its sense of mission, that the university had been overrun by secularism, atheism, and other destructive tendencies, and that Yale had cast off the idea that there was any kind of absolute truth. The only absolute was that there were no absolutes. Marsden, Bloom, and Buckley all point to a secularized system of education that has become closed to faith-informed viewpoints. So in conclusion, George Marsden's The Outrageous Idea of Christian Scholarship is useful for reminding scholars that openness in an academic setting requires an acceptance of differing viewpoints. The secular elements in American higher education cannot simply disregard faith-informed scholarship in an offhand manner. If American higher education is going to claim to be open, it cannot remain closed to the connection between faith and learning. Thank you.